Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rock?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Lady! 54 miles. All day.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Lefty.
Second down, Kamara. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, got four down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field. And
9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Get ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And a catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check, 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 check.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58's the Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. short kick here, fielded about the 17.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On the ground, Kamara. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check 4. Check 4. Switch. Switch.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 50. Check 50.
Here we go with Kamara. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that 2nd level, got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
And Kamara has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action. Now Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary time.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A gain of 3, second down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get the Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Sunday. Topper! Man, 5-7.
Now Wentz. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Great 57.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, exit.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out that field, defense. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Mike 50.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Man open left side is Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 16, Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, throw left side complete. It's Lamb. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
58, come on. Hey.
Alert. 19. Front left. Stay
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, timeout, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete to Bryant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back him up 5.
We're going to work.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch the edge.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin, 63 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Let's go.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go. Waiting.
Mike 54.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check nickel.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, complete to Dorsett. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Dante Fowler bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
54.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 54.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
36 power.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Go, 4 down.
Undercrush.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Alert.
Get it to Mike.
Get him all. West. Good.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one complete to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll run on first down. Swift. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
They go play action with Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Ram.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And finally marked down at the 23. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dante Fowler in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The kick by Bryant is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. get out of there.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final try now for Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Dolphins, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be on. Got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up the pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve every meal. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. If you're expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no pay.